pushing the limits out there, improving their time by 0.1 seconds. Every millisecond counts in this race. RA Raphael is really turning up the heat in this race, holding the top spot with Hugged 03 and Nibbit right on their tail. It looks like Okioki 3 is hot on their heels. The excitement is rising as we wait to see who will come out on top. MYST 149 and Okioki 8 are on the move, making a strong push up to 9p with 5 overtakes. On the other hand, ST4NBZH and Paulo Costa 09 are encountering some challenges, slipping back 8 positions to 16p. Dovdad and Meyer are also making significant progress, overtaking 5 cars and climbing to 20p. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have advanced to 2p, surpassing Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. A fierce contest for 3p is underway between Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 in a Scarab Indy and RA Raphael in a Kuzmafi. Meanwhile, GG Knife Master has climbed to 10p, overtaking Wayne Train 94. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san have made a strong move, jumping to 6th place by overtaking 81,792. ESGN 7 and Amy have also improved their positions, moving to 11th place after surpassing Wayne Train 94. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are now in 13th place after overtaking RU Serial. MYST 149 and Okioki 8 advance to 9p, passing GG Knife Master. One Serious Guy and Nukembakum make moves to 11p, overtaking Wayne Train 94. ESGN 7 and Amy progress to 13p, overtaking Arya Serial. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 have advanced to 3p, passing RA Raphael. Meanwhile, Gary Z and Row 96 are in a tussle with lawmates for the 21st position. Additionally, the Gala Stream, Shipraman, and Rizaldi Adhar are closely competing for the 25th spot. MYST 149 and Okioki 8 are locked in a tight battle for 9p, both driving Scarab Indycars, while GG Knife Master is putting up a fight in the Maserati 250F 3.5 litre. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy, Nukembakum, and Wayne Train 94 are battling it out for 11p, with One Serious Guy and Nukembakum in Scarab Indycars and Wayne Train 94 in a Kuzmafi. Elsewhere, Tadar Gardner and Ricky095 have made significant progress, moving up to 18p by overtaking Dovdad and Meyer. ST4NBZH and Paulo Costa 09 are making a move, closing in on Thema Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg by 600.0. In the mid-pack, Noga 77 and Kinch Evel are dueling for 21p. And further ahead, Thema Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg are closing in on Amaljit and Neo Texum, reducing the gap by 3.6. Hot Wheel Skid 01 is now in 17th place after overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Ricky095. Meanwhile, Lawmates has climbed to 19th position, passing Dovdad and Meyer. Currently, Lawmates, Dovdad, and Meyer are fiercely contesting the 19th spot. Thema Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg now trailing closely behind Amaljit and Neo Texum, reducing the gap by 5.9. Meanwhile, Arya Serial has made a move to 13p, overtaking ESGN 7 and Amy. Arya Serial, ESG 7, and Amy are currently engaged in a tight battle for 13p. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are now in 14th place after overtaking ESG 7 and Amy. Dovdad and Meyer have both advanced to 19th place, successfully overtaking lawmates. Currently, Dovdad and Meyer are engaged in a tight battle for the 19th position. Arya_Serial, ESG 7, and Amy are locked in a tight battle for 13th position. Meanwhile, Dovdad, Meyer, and lawmates are fiercely competing for the 19th spot. We've got some serious competition out there, with Okioki 3, Hubbed 03, and Nibbit leading the pack right now. Close on their tails is R.A. Raphael. This race is getting heated early on. Hubbed 03, Nibbit, and R.A. Raphael are in a heated battle for second place. The Scarab Indy and Kuzmarafi are really putting on a show. Meanwhile, Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made significant progress, climbing to 17th position by overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Hot Wheel Skid 01, Cryptic Kaiser, and Super Lacroix are fiercely competing for the 15th position. Meanwhile, Shipraman and Rizaldiadhar are gaining ground on Gary Z and Mro 96, closing in by 2.2 seconds. In a quick move, Sidrik has advanced to 30th place, overtaking Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Iron Bot. Okioki 3, R.A. Raphael, Hubbed 03, and Nibbit are the leading pack as we kick off this race. Who will emerge victorious? It's still anyone's game at this point. R.A. Raphael has taken the lead from Okioki 3 and is now in first place. The competition is heating up as Wayne Train 94 and Arya Serial are locked in a battle for 12th position. Additionally, Todd R. Gardner, Ricky 095, and lawmates are vying for the 18th spot. Exciting stuff happening on the track. MYST 149 and Okioki 8 successfully overtake AG 1792, securing 8th position. There's a fierce battle for 8p between MYST 149 and Okioki 8 in a Scarab Indy and AG 1792 in a Maserati 250 F 3.5 litre. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 climbs to 11th place after overtaking Arya Serial. Wayne Train 94 is now in 11p after overtaking Arya Serial. Meanwhile, Lawmates has made significant progress, moving up to 18p and overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Currently, Lawmates is contending with Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095 for the 18th position. Arya Serial advances to 11th place, surpassing Wayne Train 94. Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095 are now in 18th place, overtaking Lawmates. A tight race for 18th place unfolds between Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095 in the Scarab Indy and Lawmates in the Kuzmarafi. Okioki 3 is making gains on R.A. Raphael, reducing the gap by 3.0 seconds. Meanwhile, GG Knife Master and Arya Serial are locked in a tussle for the 10th position, with GG Knife Master piloting a Maserati 250 F 3.5 litre and Arya Serial driving a Curtis Craft 500B. Thema Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg are making a strong push, reducing the gap to Amaljet and Neo Texan by 543.0. Okyoki 3 is now at position 3 after overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. Exciting moves from Arya Serial putting them in 10p, overtaking GG Knife Master. There's a tight battle for 10p between Arya Serial in a Curtis Craft 500B and GG Knife Master in a Maserati 250F 3.5 litre. Arya Serial has advanced to 10th place, surpassing GG Knife Master. Wayne Train 94 has made progress to 12th place, overtaking One Serious Guy and Nikembakum. Kinch Evil has moved up to 20th place, overtaking Nogus 77. The Gala Stream has moved up to 25p, overtaking Amaljet and Neo Texan. Amaljet and Neo Texan has moved up to 26p, overtaking Duff Dad and Meyer. Arya Serial is now in 9th place after overtaking 81,792. One Serious Guy and Nikembakum have progressed to 12th place by passing Wayne Train 94. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have advanced to 16th place, overtaking Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ. One Serious Guy and Nikembakum in a Scarab Indy are locked in a close battle with East Gene 7 and Amy in a Curtis Craft 500B for the 13th position. Meanwhile, Hot Wheel Skid 01 in a Maserati 250F 3.5 litre is challenging Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix in a Scarab Indy for the 15th spot. Sidriq has made a significant move up to 30th place by overtaking Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Iron Bot. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ confidently advanced to 16p, overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Kinch Evil has also made a move, now in 19p after overtaking Lormaets. It's an intense battle between these drivers. Knife Master has made a move to 11th place, passing Wayne Train 94. In response, Wayne Train 94 overtook One Serious Guy and Nikembakum, climbing up to 12th place. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have surged to first place, overtaking R.R. Raphael. Meanwhile, Lawmates and Nogus 77 are currently in a tight battle for the 20th position. Exciting developments as the race heats up. Hugged 03 and Nibbit make a move to 2nd place, passing Okyoki 3. Meanwhile, 81,792 advances to 8th place, overtaking MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. GG Knife Master and Wayne Train 94 are dueling it out for the 11th position. GG Knife Master's Maserati 250F 3.5 litre is up against Wayne Train 94's Kuzmafi. Keep an eye on this close battle. GG Knife Master and Wayne Train 94 are fiercely fighting for the 11th position, with Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix making impressive gains to reach 16th place by overtaking Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ. Wayne Train 94 has advanced to 11th place, surpassing GG Knife Master. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have climbed to 16th position, overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Currently, they are locked in a close battle for the 16th spot. Arya Serial has advanced to the 10th position, overtaking Wayne Train 94. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made a bold move, climbing to 16th place by overtaking Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ. Right now, they are in an intense battle for that spot. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are behind the wheel of a Scarab Indy, while Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are driving a Maserati 250 F 3.5 litre. AA Raphael is taking the lead with a strong start, closely followed by Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Okyoki 3 is hanging on in third place, but anything can happen in this race. MYST 149 in the Scarab Indy and Okyoki 8 are having an intense battle for 8th position. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Nukembakim have made impressive moves up to 13th, overtaking Eugene 7 and Amy. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made a solid move, overtaking Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ for the 16th position. Now they are locked in an intense battle for that spot. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix is in a Scarab Indy, while Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are driving a Maserati 250 F 3.5 litre. The race is on, and at the top of the leaderboard, we have RA Raphael currently taking the lead, followed closely by Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Okyoki 3 is also in the mix, keeping the pace. Let's see how this race unfolds. Eugene 7 and Amy are making moves, advancing to 14th place by overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 are fiercely competing for the 8th position, both driving Scarab Indy and Maserati 250 F 3.5 litre respectively. One Serious Guy and Nukembakim have made impressive moves, now in 12th place after overtaking GG Knife Master. $81,792 and Arya Serial are battling for 9th place with their Maserati 250 F 3.5 litre and Curtis Craft 500B respectively. Meanwhile, GG Knife Master and Hot Wheel Skid 01 are having a close fight for 14th place. Wayne Train 94 has advanced to 10p, surpassing 81,792. Also, Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot have climbed to 30p, overtaking Sidrig. Kamikars 38 and Amin-san have made a move to secure 4th place, overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. It's a tight battle between them in the Curtis Craft 500B and Scarab Indy respectively. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are in a fierce fight with Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix for 16th place, driving a Maserati 250 F 3.5 litre and Scarab Indy, respectively. AG1792 has advanced to 10th place, surpassing Wayne Train 94. Also, Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have climbed to 15th place, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring in Scarab Indy are competing with his GN7 and Amy in Curtis Craft 500B for 12p. Meanwhile, Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have advanced to 16p, surpassing Hot Wheel Skid 01. The two teams are now engaged in a battle for the 16th position. Cedric has made a move, advancing to 30p by overtaking Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring have impressively moved up to 11p, overtaking AG1792 from Team Blue Star. Currently, Arya Serial and Wayne Train 94 are fiercely vying for the 9th position. In a separate battle, One Serious Guy and Nurburgring have surged to 12th place, overtaking his GN7 and me. Now, One Serious Guy and Nurburgring are locked in a tussle with his GN7 and me for the 12th spot. Gary Z and MRO96 are making a strong move, closing in on Nogus 77 by reducing the gap by 6.9 seconds. Meanwhile, Lormaids has advanced to the 19th position, overtaking Kinch Evel. The battle for positions is intense as the race progresses. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have advanced to 14p, successfully overtaking GG Knifemaster. They are currently engaged in a competitive battle for the 14th position. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have advanced to 16th place, passing Hot Wheel Skid 01. Cedric has also made progress, now in 30th place after overtaking Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot. Knifemaster is making a strong move, now in 15th place after overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Wayne Train 94 has made a move up to 9p, overtaking Arya Serial. Tadar Gardner and Ricky095 are currently in a close battle for 18p, with Tadar Gardner driving a Scarab Indy and Ricky095 behind the wheel of a Kuzmavi. Shipperman, Resulti Adhar, and the Gala Stream are currently in a battle for 25p. Hugged 03 and Nibbit are closing in on Ara Raphael, reducing the gap by 3.7. Kamikars 38 and Armin-san have moved up to 3p, overtaking Okyoki 3. Arya Serial has moved up to 9p, overtaking Wayne Train 94. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made their move, now sitting comfortably in 15th place after overtaking Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ. Meanwhile, the Gala Stream has advanced to 25th position, successfully surpassing Shipperman and Resulti Adhar. Cedric has also shown great progress, climbing to 30th place by overtaking Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have made a solid move, advancing to 15th place by overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Lormaid successfully overtakes Kinch Evel for the 19th position. Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 30th place, surpassing Cedric. Lormaeus and Kinch L are in a battle for 19p. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are dueling fiercely in 15th place, with their Maserati 250 F3.5 litre battling against Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix Scarab Indy. Meanwhile, Lormaeus and Kinch L are locked in a tight tussle for 19th place. Further back, Cedric has made an impressive move up to 30th, overtaking Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot. ESGN7 and Amy have made great progress, moving up to 12p by overtaking GG Knifemaster. Meanwhile, GG Knifemaster has climbed to 13p after overtaking One Serious Guy and Nukembokum. There's a close battle between GG Knifemaster, One Serious Guy, and Nukembokum for the 13th position. Exciting developments as they navigate the track in their respective cars. One Serious Guy and Nukembokum make an impressive move up to 13th place, surpassing Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix now hold 14th position after overtaking GG Knifemaster. The trio is engaged in a tight competition for 14th place, with Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix driving a Scarab Indy and GG Knifemaster behind the wheel of a Maserati 250 F3.5 litre. Cryptic Kaiser made a daring move and has overtaken Nukembokum. Now it's a tight battle between One Serious Guy and Super Lacroix for the 13th position. The race is heating up. Hugged03 and Nibbit make a strong move to take second place, passing Kamikars 38 and Amin San. Meanwhile, Arya Serial is making strides, overtaking NYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8 to secure 8th place. AITY 1792 has advanced to 11th place, surpassing both ESGN7 and Amy. ESGN7 and Amy are deadlocked in a tight battle for 12th place, with both drivers showcasing their skills in a Curtis Craft 500B and a Scarab Indy respectively. Meanwhile, Todd R. Gardner and Ricky095 are in a fierce duel with Lormaeus for the 19th spot, maneuvering their Scarab Indy and Kuzmavi cars around the track. Arya Serial has advanced to 8p, overtaking Wayne Train 94. Subsequently, Wayne Train 94 has progressed to 9p, surpassing NYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8. In the back of the pack, Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot have moved up to 30p, overtaking Cedric. Arya Serial has advanced to 8p, surpassing NYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8. The three drivers are engaged in a tight contest for the 8th position. AITY 1792 has advanced to 10th place, overtaking Wayne Train 94. Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot have climbed to 30th place, surpassing Cedric. NYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8 have advanced to 8p, surpassing Arya Serial. Meanwhile, Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have moved up to 11p, overtaking Wayne Train 94. One Serious Guy and Nukembokum are on the move, closing the gap by 595.6. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 seems to be struggling, dropping 7 positions to 25p. Nulgus 77 is now down to 26p, while Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are gaining on 81,792 by 2.2 seconds. Hot Wheel Skid 01 has advanced to 15p, surpassing Kinch Evel in the process. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are gaining ground on Okioki 3, reducing the gap by 5.3 units. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are closing in on the Gala stream, narrowing the gap by 594.0 units. Nulgus 77 is catching up to Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ, reducing the gap by 589.9 units. MYST 149, Okioki 8, and Aria Serial are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 8th position. MYST 149 is in a Scarab Indy, Okioki 8 is driving a Curtis Craft 500B, and Aria Serial is also in a Curtis Craft 500B. Lawmates has made an impressive move, jumping to 17p by overtaking both Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 30p, overtaking Cedric. Gary Z and Moreau 96 have made a strong move up to the 18th position, successfully overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Kinch Evel has advanced to 14th place, passing GG Knife Master. Shipperman and Rizaldi Adhar have also made progress, now in 21st place after overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Wayne Train 94 is now in 22nd place after overtaking the Gala Stream, who has moved up to 23rd, overtaking Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Gary Z and Moreau 96 have made significant moves, advancing to 18p after overtaking Amaljet and Neo Texum. Nulgus 77 has also gained ground, now sitting in 25p, having passed Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Knife Master making some moves, up to 13p, overtaking One Serious Guy and Nikembakum. R.A. Raphael's car is leading the pack with Hugged 03 and Nibbit closely behind. Meanwhile, Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san are trying to catch up. It's an exciting start to the race. Hugged 03 and Nibbit are making a strong push, closing the gap on R.A. Raphael from Team Blast by 9.4. Similarly, Nulgus 77 is also gaining ground, reducing the distance to the Gala Stream by 14.8. Hugged 03 and Nibbit continue to narrow the gap on R.A. Raphael, now by 9.4. Wayne Train 94 is closing in on GG Knife Master, reducing the gap by 6.0. Meanwhile, The Domestic and Suzanne Greenberg are gaining on the Gala Stream, closing the gap by 510.6. Additionally, Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095 are quickly reeling in The Domestic and Suzanne Greenberg, closing the gap by 590.1. Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 29p, surpassing ST4NBZH and Paulo Costa 09. Thema Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg have significantly closed the gap on the Gala stream by 22.8 units. Meanwhile, Okyoki 3, Simple Markers, and Anonymars 93 are locked in a tight battle for the 5th position. The pressure is on as the race dynamics continue to evolve. Okyoki 3 has made an impressive move, grabbing the 4th position by overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. Meanwhile, Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have advanced to 10th place, overtaking 81,792. There's an intense battle for 10th place between Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix in a Scarab Indy and 81,792 in a Maserati 250F 3.5 litre. ST4NBZH and Paulo Costa 09 are making significant progress, narrowing the gap to Jinx Shoot Faster and Sir Ironbot by 1,254.4. Meanwhile, Aria Serial, Cryptic Kaiser, and Super Lacroix are engaged in a tight battle for the 9th position, with each showcasing their driving skills in different car models. Okyoki 3, Simple Markers, and Anonymars 93 are fiercely competing for the 5th position. Meanwhile, Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have advanced to 9th, surpassing Aria Serial. Moreover, Amaljet and Neo Texum have made impressive progress, now at 16th place after overtaking Gary Z and Mro 96. MYST149 and Okyoki 8 have surged to 6th place, overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. There's an enthralling battle for 6th position between MYST149, Okyoki 8, Simple Markers, and Anonymars 93. MYST149 and Okyoki 8 have made a move, advancing to 5p by overtaking Okyoki 3. Okyoki 3 has made a great move and now sits in 5th place after overtaking MYST149 and Okyoki 8. Gary Z and Mro 96 are locked in a tight battle with Amaljet and Neo Texum for 16th position. Gary Z and Mro 96 are in a Ferrari 375 Indy, while Amaljet and Neo Texum are driving a Scarab Indy. Okyoki 3 has surged to 4p, passing MYST149 and Okyoki 8. Now MYST149 and Okyoki 8 are at 5p after overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. The latter duo has moved up to 6p, surpassing Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san have encountered some setbacks, dropping back to 14th place. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made impressive moves, now in 8th position after overtaking 81,792. Speaking of 81,792, they've also gained ground and are now in 9th place after overtaking Aria Serial. Hot Wheels Gate 01 is closing in on Kinch Evel, reducing the gap by 586.5. 81,792 has moved up to 8th place, overtaking Aria Serial. Meanwhile, Aria Serial has also made moves and is now in 9th place after overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. One Serious Guy and Nukembakum has climbed to 20p, surpassing Wayne Train 94. They are now in a heated duel for the 20th position. One Serious Guy and Nukembakum is operating a Scarab Indy, while Wayne Train 94 is handling a Kuzmafi. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix now at 9p, leaving RU Serial behind. Kinch Evel is gaining on his GN7 and Amy, reducing the gap by 3.1. Wayne Train 94 advances to 20p, surpassing GG Knife Master. Hugged 03 and Nibbit snatch the lead from RR Raphael. Meanwhile, ESGN7 and Amy climb to 11th, surpassing Kinch Evel. The Wynan Midnight Runners One Serious Guy and Nukembakum are locked in a tight race with Wayne Train 94 for the 19th spot. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are making moves, overtaking MYST1 for 9 and Okyoki 8 to secure the 5th position. Meanwhile, Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are locked in a battle for 9th place, with Aria Serial in the mix. Additionally, Wayne Train 94 has made progress, surpassing One Serious Guy and Nukembakum to claim the 19th spot. Okyoki 3 has secured the 3rd position after overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. 81,792 has gained ground to claim 7th place, surpassing Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. The latter duo has also moved up to 8th place, overtaking ESGN7 and Amy. Hot Wheel Skid 01 is making a rapid move, closing the gap by 9.1 on Aria Serial. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have overtaken RR Raphael, moving up to 1p. Meanwhile, Kinch Evel has jumped to 11p, overtaking Aria Serial. Okyoki 3 is making a big move, closing the gap on RR Raphael by 27.7. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix now in 7th place, overtaking ESGN7 and Amy. ESGN7 and Amy move to 8th place, overtaking 81,792. Meanwhile, Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are closing in on lawmates, reducing the gap by 3.0 seconds. RR Raphael has taken the lead, surpassing Hugged 03 and Nibbit. 81,792 now holds the 9th position, overtaking Aria Serial. Meanwhile, Aria Serial has advanced to 10th place, passing Hot Wheel Skid 01. Gary Z and Mro 96 are gaining ground on Kinch Evel, reducing the gap by 29.8. RR Raphael has jumped into 1st place, passing Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have taken over 3p from Okyoki 3. Shipperman and Rizaldiadhar are in a fierce tussle with Wayne Train 94 for 18p. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are catching up to lawmates, decreasing the gap by 4.6. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are gaining on lawmates, narrowing the gap by 5.1. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 have advanced to 6P, surpassing Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have climbed to 7P, overtaking 81,792. One Serious Guy and Nikenbakum are on the move, overtaking 4 cars each to secure 16P and 17P, respectively. Meanwhile, Amaljet and Neo Texan face setbacks, dropping 6 places to 21P. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are making gains on Shipraman and Rizaldi Adhar, reducing the gap by 6.7. Arya Serial has advanced to 8P, overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Kamikars 38 and Arminsan have surged to 13P, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01. Thema Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg are making a strong move, reducing the gap to low mates by 2.0 seconds. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are locked in a tight battle for 8th place, with Arya Serial also in the mix. Cryptic Kaiser is commanding the Scarab Indy, while Super Lacroix is driving a Curtiss Craft 500B. The competition for 8P is heating up. Cryptic Kaiser in the Scarab Indy is locked in a tight battle with Super Lacroix for 8th position, while Arya Serial in the Curtiss Craft 500B is also part of this intense 3-way tussle. Arya Serial has made a smooth move, advancing to 8th place after overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Team Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made a move, now in 8th place after overtaking Arya Serial. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are on the move, now in 8th place after overtaking Arya Serial. Hugged 03 has reclaimed 3P from Okyoki 3, making a swift move. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have made a swift move, advancing to 3rd place by overtaking Okyoki 3. Arya Serial has made a move and is now in 8th place, overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have taken 2nd place, passing Okyoki 3. Okyoki 3 is now in 3rd, overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are now in 4th, passing MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have advanced to 7th place, surpassing Arya Serial. Kinchevel makes a move up to 11P, overtaking Kamikars 38 and Aminsan. Kamikars 38 and Aminsan then secure 12P, passing Hot Wheel Skid 01. Hot Wheel Skid 01 takes 13p, overtaking Wayne Train 94. $81,792 making gains on MYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8, now just 2.4 seconds behind. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are locked in a tight battle for 7th position, with Arya Serial right behind. Meanwhile, GG Knife Master has climbed to 16th, passing Gary Z and Row 96. The Gala stream is on the move, closing in on Loga 77 by 10.7 units. Arya Serial, Cryptic Kaiser, and Super Lacroix are battling for 7p, with Arya Serial driving a Curtis Craft 500B and Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix in a Scarab Indy. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san have made impressive gains, moving up to 11p and overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01. Kinch Evil is making a move on GG Knife Master, closing the gap by 10.2. Gary Z and Mro 96 are also gaining ground on Kinch Evil, closing the gap by 24.9. 81,792 has overtaken Arya Serial, securing the 5th position. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san have advanced to 10th place, surpassing MYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8. Over in 13th place, One Serious Guy and Nikambakim have overtaken Wayne Train 94. Hot Wheel Skid 01 is making a strong comeback, closing in on Wayne Train 94 by 599.6. But wait, Wayne Train 94 has just overtaken Hot Wheel Skid 01 and moved up to 11th place. Nevertheless, Hot Wheel Skid 01 is not giving up and is again reducing the gap by 599.6. MYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8 have impressively moved up to 13p, overtaking One Serious Guy and Nikambakim. One Serious Guy and Nikambakim have advanced to 13th place, surpassing MYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8. Hugged 03 and Nibbit and Okyoki 3 are having a fierce battle for 2p. Meanwhile, Hot Wheel Skid 01 has made some impressive moves, now sitting in 12p after overtaking One Serious Guy and Nikambakim. One Serious Guy and Nikambakim are engaged in a tight battle for 12th position, both driving Scarab Indycars. Hot Wheel Skid 01 is also in the mix, driving a Maserati 250F 3.5 litre. This intense competition is adding excitement to the midfield action. MYST 1 for 9 and Okyoki 8 are locked in a tight battle for the 14th position, both driving the Scarab Indy. Meanwhile, GG Knife Master is pushing hard in the Maserati 250F 3.5 litre, looking to gain an advantage. Hugged 03, Nibbit, and Okyoki 3 are currently locked in a fierce battle for the 2nd position. Hugged 03 and Nibbit are in a tight battle for 2nd place, with Okyoki 3 also in the mix. Wayne Train 94 has made a significant move, climbing to 10p by overtaking One Serious Guy and Nurburgring. On the other hand, One Serious Guy and Nurburgring have advanced to 11p by surpassing Kamikaze 38 and Amin San. Wayne Train 94 skillfully overtakes One Serious Guy and Nurburgring, now securing 11th position. Arya Serial has advanced to 6p by successfully overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Arya Serial has advanced to 5p, successfully overtaking 81,792. Both are engaged in a close battle for 5p. MYST 149, Okyoki 8, and GG Knife Master are fiercely competing for the 14th position. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 are maneuvering their Scarab Indy, while GG Knife Master is navigating a Maserati 250 F3.5 litre. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring advancing to 12th position, surpassing Hot Wheel Skid 01. GG Knife Master making a move to 14th place by overtaking MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. A fierce battle for 14th position between GG Knife Master in a Maserati 250 F3.5 litre and MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 driving a Scarab Indy. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made an impressive move, now sitting in 7th place after overtaking SGN7 and Amy. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 have advanced to 13th place, surpassing Hot Wheel Skid 01 from Team 1 and Midnight Runners. MYST 149, Okyoki 8, and GG Knife Master are currently engaged in an intense battle for the 14th position. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 are driving the Scarab Indy, while GG Knife Master is piloting the Maserati 250 F3.5 litre. Hugged 03, Nibbit, and Okyoki 3 are locked in a tight battle for the 2nd position. Arya Serial, Cryptic Kaiser, and Super Lacroix are locked in a tight battle for the 6th position. Cryptic Kaiser is driving a Scarab Indy, while Arya Serial is in a Curtiss Craft 500B. It's shaping up to be an interesting duel. Okyoki 3 has made a strong move, advancing to 2p by overtaking Hugged 03 and Nibbit. A fierce battle is now underway for the 2nd position between Okyoki 3, Hugged 03, and Nibbit. Hugged 03 and Nibbit and Okyoki 3 are in a battle for 2p. Wayne Train 94 has made a solid move, climbing up to 11p by overtaking One Serious Guy and Nurburgring. Knife Master is making moves, advancing to the 14th position, overtaking both MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. ESGN7 and Amy have advanced to 7p, surpassing Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Meanwhile, Kinch Eva has climbed to 15p. overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring have made a significant move, advancing to 11th place after overtaking Wayne Train 94. Knife Master successfully overtakes Wayne Train 94 and moves up to 3rd place. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring are making gains, closing in on Kamikaze 38 and Amin San by 4.5. Tadar Gardner and Ricky 095 are also closing the gap on Pina Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg, now just 2.3 behind. Knife Master is giving it all, closing in on Wayne Train 94 by 3.3 seconds. Arya Serial has advanced to 5th place, passing 81,792. Both drivers are in a heated battle for the 5th position, with Arya Serial behind the wheel of a Curtiss Craft 500B and 81,792 driving a Maserati 250F 3.5 litre. $81,792 now in 5P, overtaking Arya Serial. GG Knife Master advances to 12P, passing MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 move up to 13P, overtaking Wayne Train 94. Hugged 03 and Nibbit are closing the gap on RR Raphael by 4.8. 81,792 now in 4P after overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. Kinchevel is closing in on Wayne Train 94, reducing the gap by 4.6. Great move by Kinchevel, advancing to 14th place by overtaking Wayne Train 94. Hot Wheels Skid 01 makes the move and overtakes Wayne Train 94, securing the 6th position. Hot Wheels Skid 01 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners successfully overtakes Wayne Train 94 and secures the 7th position. Team Blue Stars 81,792 has made a significant move, taking over 5P by passing Arya Serial. Cedric is making a strong move, closing in on ST4NBZH and Paulo Costa 09 by 3,542.6 units. Impressive work by Okyoki 3, now in 2P after overtaking RR Raphael from Team Blast. Yasjian 7 and Amy are inching closer to Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix, narrowing the gap by 2.5 units. RR Raphael has dropped back 6 positions to 10P. Meanwhile, GG Knife Master is gaining on One Serious Guy and Nurburgring, reducing the gap by 5.1. 81,792 has made a move to 4P, passing Arya Serial. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring have advanced to 10th place, passing GG Knife Master. GG Knife Master has progressed to 11th place, overtaking MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 have moved up to 12th place, overtaking RR Raphael. Rubber Razor 5 is overtaking Gary Z and Row 96, moving up to 15P. Amaljit and Neo Texan have advanced to 16P, overtaking Wayne Train 94. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring are fiercely battling for 10th position, both in equally matched Scarab Indy and Maserati 250F 3.5-litre cars. Meanwhile, GG Knifemaster is in the mix, adding to the excitement. In other movements, Gary Z and Row 96 have advanced to 14th place, overtaking Kinch Evel. Additionally, Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have made gains, now holding 17th place after surpassing Wayne Train 94 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san continue to close in on Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix, reducing the gap by 5.1 seconds. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san are making gains on Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix, reducing the gap by 2.0 seconds. $81,792 and Arya Serial are currently in a riveting battle for 4th place. $81,792 is maneuvering the Maserati 250F 3.5-litre while Arya Serial is piloting the Curtiss Craft 500B. $81,792 has moved up to 4P, overtaking Arya Serial. Arya Raphael has moved up to 12P, overtaking MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. Arya Raphael and MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 are in a battle for 12P. ESGN 7 and Amy have made a move to claim the 5th spot, passing Arya Serial. Meanwhile, MYST 149, Okyoki 8, and Kinch Evel are engaged in a tight battle for 13th position. Wayne Train 94, Shipperman, and Resulti Adhar are currently contesting the 19th place. ESGN 7 and Amy are now in 5P, successfully overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san have made their move to 8P, surpassing Arya Serial. Noga 77 is putting the pressure on Wayne Train 94 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners, reducing the gap by 2.9 seconds. As of the latest update, GG Knifemaster has surged into the 9th position, surpassing One Serious Guy and Nurburgring. However, One Serious Guy and Nurburgring are now swiftly closing in on GG Knifemaster, reducing the gap by 23.8. Noga 77 is on the move, closing in on Wayne Train 94 by 5.0. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are now in 5P after overtaking ESGN 7 and Amy. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring have advanced to 9P, passing GG Knifemaster. Okyoki 3 secures the top spot after overtaking Hoped 03 and Nibbit. Meanwhile, ESGN 7, Amy, Cryptic Kaiser, and Super Lacroix are fiercely competing for 5th place. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san make a move up to 8th, passing One Serious Guy and Nurburgring. The race continues as Okyoki 3 makes a significant move up to 2P, overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymous 93. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 has advanced to 17p, surpassing Nulgus 77, who in turn moved up to 18p, overtaking the Garla stream. Welcome back, Thunderwolf 53. Great to have you back in the race car spectating action. Racing car party popper. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made a bold move, claiming the 5th position by overtaking ESG 7 and Amy. It's a tight battle for 5th place between these two pairs. Meanwhile, MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 have advanced to 12th place, surpassing Kinch Evel. $81,792 is gaining on Okyoki 3, cutting the gap by 6.8. Meanwhile, Amaljet and Neotexum are making a significant advance on Arya Serial, closing the gap by 34.5. Additionally, Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 have surged into 2nd place, overtaking Okyoki 3. Hey everyone, looks like we've got a competitive race today. Who do you think will take the win? Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix are making gains on 81,792, reducing the gap by 3.3 seconds. Gary Z and Moreau 96 are closing in on Kinch Evel, bringing the gap down by 3.8 seconds. Duffdad and Meyer have advanced to 27p, overtaking Lormates. Lormates is closing the gap by 531.0, and it looks like we have a tight battle for 3rd position between Okyoki 3 in a Scarab Indy and 81,792 in a Maserati 250F 3.5 litre. Exciting developments on the track. Gary Z and Moreau 96 in the Ferrari 375 Indy are in a tight tussle with Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ in the Maserati 250F 3.5 litre for the 14th position. Keep an eye on this thrilling battle. One Serious Guy and Nikan Bakum are making a strong move, significantly reducing the gap to Kamikars 38 and Amin San by 16.4. Meanwhile, Kamikars 38 and Amin San are also closing in on ESG 7 and Amy, narrowing the gap by 3.9. The race is heating up as these competitors jockey for position. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 advance to 11p, passing Kinch Evel. Kinch Evel climbs to 12p, overtaking R.A. Raphael. Thema Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg are closing in on Wayne Train 94, reducing the gap by 4.6. Shipperman and Rizal Diathara are making an impressive push, closing the gap on Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ by 26.6. Additionally, Gary Z and Moreau 96 have advanced to 13p, overtaking R.A. Raphael. The competition is heating up. Toddar Gardner and Ricky095 are making some impressive progress as they narrow the gap to Wayne Train 94 from Team Wang and Midnight Runners by 28.6. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have advanced to 14p, overtaking Shipperman and Rizal Diathar, who in turn moved up to 15p, overtaking the Garla stream. Kamikars 38 and Armin San have made a move, securing the 7th position by overtaking Eusgene 7 and Amy. It's shaping up to be a competitive battle for the 7th spot among these drivers. Whoa, that was an unexpected turn of events. Looks like anything can happen on the track. One Serious Guy and Nurburgring are rapidly catching up to Assetto and Amy, reducing the gap by 6.2. Additionally, NYST 149 and Okyoki 8 have advanced to 10th place, surpassing GG Knifemaster. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 have made an impressive move to take the lead, surpassing Hugged 03 and Nibbit. It's now a heated battle for the top spot between Simple Markers and Anonymars 93, as well as Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Meanwhile, Gary Z and Mro 96 have advanced to 12th place by overtaking GG Knifemaster. Okyoki 3 has advanced to 2nd place, successfully overtaking Hugged 03 and Nibbit. There's a competitive battle for the 2nd position between Okyoki 3, Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have climbed to 13th place, surpassing Shipraman and Rizaldi Adhar. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are currently in a tight tussle for 1st place. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have made impressive progress, now at 3rd place after overtaking 81,792. Meanwhile, the Gala Stream has climbed to 16th place, successfully passing Nogus 77. The Gala Stream and Nogus 77 are in a heated battle for 16p. The Gala Stream and Nogus 77 are locked in a tight battle for the 16th position. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are now neck and neck for the 2nd position, with Hugged 03 and Nibbit following closely behind. The competition for the podium spots is heating up. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are making gains on Okyoki 3, reducing the gap by 2.0. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are now in the lead, surpassing Okyoki 3. Lormaids is making a strong move, narrowing the gap to Duff Dad and Meyer by 23.7. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have advanced to 12p, overtaking Gary Z and Mro 96. The race is heating up. Kinch Ever advances to 10p, overtaking Gary Z and Mro 96. Gary Z and Mro 96 climb to 11p, passing NYST 149 and Okyoki 8. Hot Wheel Skid 01 gains ground, reaching 14p, overtaking Shipraman and Rizaldi Adhar. ESGN 7 and Amy have advanced to 7p, successfully overtaking One Serious Guy and Nurburgring. Meanwhile, One Serious Guy and Nurburgring have moved up to 8p, surpassing 81,792. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have also made progress to 12p, overtaking NYST 149 and Okyoki 8. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 perform an impressive maneuver, taking over the lead from Okyoki 3. Kinchevel makes a strong move, advancing to the 8th position, overtaking One Serious Guy and Nikembakim. Gary Z and Mro 96 make gains, moving up to 10th place, overtaking 81,792 from Team Blue Star. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have advanced to 11th place, surpassing Hot Wheel Skid 01. Hot Wheel Skid 01 has climbed to 12th place, overtaking Shipraman and Resultiadhar. Shipraman and Resultiadhar have moved up to 13th place, overtaking 81,792. Nolga 77 overtakes the Gala Stream, climbing to 15th place. The Gala Stream then advances to 16th, passing 81,792. Wayne Train 94 makes a move to 18th, overtaking MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. ESGN 7 and Amy have advanced to 6P, overtaking Kamikars 38 and Amin San. Tadar Gardner and Ricky 095 have also moved up to 21P, surpassing MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. Wayne Train 94 has advanced to 17P, overtaking 81,792. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 are rapidly closing in on 81,792 from Team Blue Star, reducing the gap by 103.8. Tadar Gardner and Ricky 095 have made significant progress, moving up to 20P and overtaking 81,792. The pressure is on. Knife Master has made a nice move up to 22nd place, overtaking MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. Simple Markers has dropped to 2P, and Anonymars 93 is now in 3P after being overtaken by Okyoki 3. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 have made a strong move to take the lead, surpassing Okyoki 3. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are making significant gains, closing the gap by 2.4 seconds on Gary Z and Mro 96. Brian is making a move, overtaking 2 cars and advancing to the 10th position. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are in a heated battle for the top spot, with Okyoki 3 closely trailing behind. Simple Markers has dropped to 2P, and Anonymars 93 is now in 3P after being overtaken by Okyoki 3. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 have successfully overtaken Okyoki 3, moving up to 1P. Okyoki 3 has taken the lead, surpassing Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels Skid 01 has advanced to 11th place, overtaking Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ. The trio of Hot Wheels Skid 01, Twix 560, and Sputnik NZ are currently vying for the 11th position. Milgauss 77 is rapidly closing in on Wayne Train 94, reducing the gap by 590.2 units. The Gala Stream is also gaining ground on Milgauss 77, shortening the distance by 598.1. Meanwhile, the Domestic and Suzanne Greenberg are both catching up to the Gala Stream, cutting the gap by 584.9. GG Knife Master is making a strong move, closing the gap by 7.2 seconds on Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. Kamikaze 38 and Amin San are gaining on Isjian 7 and Amy, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. One Serious Guy and New Kambokum have made a move, taking over 7P, pushing Isjian 7 and Amy back. They are now locked in a tight battle for the 7th position. One Serious Guy and New Kambokum is piloting a Scarab Indy, while Isjian 7 and Amy are driving a Curtiss Craft 500B. Hot Wheels Skid 01 is making a strong push, reducing the gap to Kinch Evel by 25.8. Brian has fallen further to 12th place, while Bob is edging closer to Meyer. Meanwhile, the battle for the 4th position between Sam and Amy continues. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 have advanced to 1P, successfully surpassing Okyoki 3. Kamikaze 38 and Amin San are narrowing the gap with Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix by 2.2 seconds. Kamikaze 38 and Amin San have made a big move, climbing up to the 4th position by overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Isjian 7 and Amy are making a strong push, closing the gap by 2.1 seconds to catch up with One Serious Guy and New Kambokum. Gary Z and MRO 96 are making moves, advancing to 12th place, overtaking Shipraman and Rizaldi Adhar. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 have made a great move, advancing to 22P by overtaking Yaji 1792. It's a close competition as the cars zoom around the track, with Okyoki 3 leading the pack, followed closely by Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Meanwhile, Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are hot on their heels in third place. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have impressively reduced the gap by 14.4 seconds to Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san. Dovdad and Meyer are also steadily closing in on Amaljit and Neo-Texum, narrowing the gap by 2.3 seconds. One Serious Guy and Nukembokum are closing in on Simple Markers and Anonymars 93, reducing the gap by 588.8. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san have made a move to secure third place, overtaking Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. One Serious Guy and Nukembokum continue to close the gap on Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 by 588.8. $81,792 is making a strong move, closing the gap by 131.5 on MYST 149 and Okyoki 8. Meanwhile, GG Knifemaster is narrowing the distance by 2.0 on Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095. It's all about strategic maneuvers out there. Kamikaze 38 said, "Hey Amy, I'd say there's a rogue race car to watch out for along the pits. Looks like we got a wild card out there. Just another day at the races, nothing to see here, folks." Dovdad and Meyer are gaining on Amaljit and Neo-Texum, reducing the gap by 2.1. Amaljit and Neo-Texum are making a strong move, closing the gap on Aria Serial by 522.5 units. R. Raphael is making a strong push, closing the gap to 81,792 by 361.0 units. $81,792 from Team Blue Star has dropped to 24p as R. Raphael makes a slick overtake, now in 23p. Kamikaze 38 and Amin-san are pushing the pressure on Hugged 03 and Nibbit, reducing the gap by 2.4. Meanwhile, Wayne Train 94 is gaining on Shipraman and Rizaldi Adhar, closing the gap by 2.2. Fishy 1792 is making a strong charge, closing the gap by 359.2 on RRFIA. The Gala Stream has advanced to 16p, surpassing Nurburgring 77. The Gala Stream and Nurburgring 77 are locked in a tight battle for 16p. GG Knifemaster is making a move, closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095 by reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 are making a move, now at 3p after overtaking Kamikars 38 and Amin San. Kamikars 38 and Amin San have advanced to third place, surpassing Simple Markers and Anonymars 93. Noga 77 now in 16p, overtaking the Gala Stream. Duvdad and Meyer closing in on Amaljet and Neo Texum, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095 have advanced to 19th place, surpassing the Gala Stream. One Serious Guy and Nukembakum are making a strong move, reducing the gap to Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 by 7.2 seconds. The Gala Stream is making a huge move, closing in on Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095, reducing the gap by 566.4. GG Knifemaster is rapidly closing in on the Gala Stream, reducing the gap by a significant 578.9 units. Wayne Train 94 is closing in on Shipperman and Wazildi Adhar, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. The battle for 14p is heating up between Shipperman in a Ferrari 375 Indy, Wazildi Adhar in another Ferrari 375 Indy, and Wayne Train 94 in a Kuzmafi. Meanwhile, Todd R. Gardner and Ricky 095 have made moves to 18p, overtaking Pima Mestic and Suzanne Greenberg. The Gala Stream has advanced to 19p, overtaking Pima Mestic and Suzanne Greenberg. Kamikars 38 and Amin San have advanced to 2p, surpassing Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have advanced to 2p, passing Kamikars 38 and Amin San. GG Knifemaster has moved up to 20p, overtaking the Mamestic and Suzanne Greenberg. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have advanced to 10th place, surpassing Hot Wheel Skid 01. Tadar Gardner and Ricky 095 have progressed to 17th place, overtaking Nogus 77. Minor inconvenience indeed, but it's all part of the excitement. LUL for sure. Okyoki 3 is making a significant move, closing the gap by 581.1 and getting closer to Hoped 03 and Nibbit. Meanwhile, Simple Markers and Anonymous 93 are also gaining ground, reducing the gap by 8.3 on One Serious Guy and Nikembakum. Yeah, I guess the AI drivers are feeling pretty adventurous today. Yasjian 7 and Amy have significantly closed the gap on Kamikars 38 and Aminsan by 594.6. Meanwhile, Cedric is rapidly catching up to ST4NBZH and Paolo Costa 09, closing the gap by 5,848.6. Yasjian 7 and Amy are making moves. Noga 77 is making a rapid advance, closing the gap to Shikbraman and Rizaldi Adhar by 554.6 units. $81,792 is rapidly catching up to Aria Serial, reducing the gap by 770.2. Dovdad and Meyer have made a solid move, advancing to 26p by overtaking 81,792. Amaljet and Neotexum are making a strong push, decreasing the gap to Aria Serial by 514.1 units. They are in hot pursuit. Lormaets has made a move up to 27p, overtaking 81,792. Amaljet and Neotexum are making a strong move, closing the gap on Aria Serial by 514.3 units. Twix 560 is pushing pressure on Sputnik NZ, gaining 3.9 seconds. $81,792 from Team Blue Star is rapidly catching up to Lormaets, reducing the gap by 917.1 units. The chase is on. Currently, Amaljet and Neotexum are rapidly closing in on Aria Serial, bridging the gap by 515.1. Tyler Gardner and Ricky095 have advanced to 17th place, overtaking the Garla stream. Kamikars 38 and Armin San have advanced to 5P, surpassing ESGN 7 and Amy. ESGN 7 and Amy have climbed to 6P, overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Wayne Train 94 is making a strong move, reducing the gap by 6.9 and closing in on Gary Z and Mro 96. Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have advanced to 7P by overtaking Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix. Hot Wheel Skid 01 closing the gap by 5.8 on Kinch L. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 now at 3P, parsing one Serious Guy and Nikambakum. MYST 149 and Okyoki 8 are gaining on Dima Mestig and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 56.8. ST4NBZH and Paulo Costa 09 have advanced to 30P, overtaking Sidriq. Kamikars 38 and Armin San have advanced to 4P, surpassing ESGN 7 and Amy. ESGN 7 and Amy have progressed to 5P, overtaking one Serious Guy and Nikambakum. Wayne Train 94 is closing in on Gary Z and Mro 96, reducing the gap by 4.3 seconds. ESGN 7 and Amy are under pressure as one Serious Guy and Nikambakum are closing in, reducing the gap by 575.7 units. Meanwhile, Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ are also making gains, narrowing their distance to one Serious Guy and Nikambakum by 599.5 units. The race for position is heating up. As Wayne Train 94 from Wangan Midnight Runners is making a strong move, rapidly closing in on Hot Wheel Skid 01. Meanwhile, Gary Z and Mro 96 have climbed up to 10P, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01. The battle for positions is intense. Duffdad and Meyer are making strides, reducing the gap to Amaljit and Neo Texan by 2.7. Hot Wheel Skid 01 is making a move, closing in on Gary Z and Mro 96, reducing the gap by 3.7 seconds. Hot Wheel Skid 01 from Team Wangan Midnight Runners is making moves, closing the gap by 2.5 seconds on Gary Z and Mro 96. Got it, Okyoki 3 has now taken the lead, passing Hoped 03 and Nibbit. Simple Markers and Anonymars 93 have made a great move, advancing to 2P by overtaking Hoped 03 and Nibbit. Kamikars 38 said, "Hey Amy, he leader is in trouble." Oh no, the leader is facing some serious competition. It's getting intense. Kamikars 38 and Amin-san have made a bold move, advancing to third place, overtaking Hugged 03 and Nibbit in the process. One Serious Guy and Nukembuchem have made a move to 5P, passing Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ. In response, Twix 560 and Sputnik NZ have advanced to 6P, surpassing Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Cryptic Kaiser and Super Lacroix have made a strong move, now in 7th position after overtaking Kinch Evel. In response, Kinch Evel has also advanced to 8th place, surpassing Hugged 03 and Nibbit. Gary Z and Row 96 have advanced to 9th place, surpassing Hot Wheels Skid 01. In the meantime, Hot Wheels Skid 01 has climbed to 10th place, overtaking Wayne Train 94. Hot Wheels Skid 01 is making a significant move, closing the gap on Gary Z and Row 96 by 590.2. Hugged 03 and Nibbit are also charging in, closing the distance on Wayne Train 94 by 579.6. Meanwhile, ESG 7 and I are closing in on Kamikars 38 and Amin San, reducing the gap by 3.7. Wayne Train 94 is under pressure from Shipperman and Rizaldi Adhar, who have reduced the gap by 593.8. Meanwhile, Sidriq is chasing down ST4NBZH and Paolo Coster 09, closing the gap by 600.0. Hugged 03 and Nibbit have made a move to 12th place, overtaking Wayne Train 94.